Alrighty. Um, is it? Good to see ya. Uh, yeah, I can imagine maybe there's a lot of interference or something. Um, so we only have a couple things to do left. It's kind of cool out-ish, so we might go outside and work on the frame a bit. Um, I feel like that's a pretty good use of time, especially given the temperature currently. But we could also work in here. Um, my cat's back at the vet today. Still not. We thought he was gonna be fine after tomorrow, but he still needs a bit of work. So I am feeling a little stressed about that. I just want to be upfront about that because it affects my mood a lot, and um, if I feel off, that's exactly why. So, uh, interestingly, power companies do send radio frequency transmissions down their lines to monitor equipment and performance. Interesting. I tell him all the time, and sometimes I feel like he does this to get more attention, which is fine. But yeah, I think I'm hoping after today he'll be good. I'm hoping after today he'll be good. The vet doesn't seem concerned at all. He's just it's like a heat related thing. So yeah. Um, what I wanted to do prior to going outside at the very least is get some prints going. Uh, we just have a couple other things to print yet. Actually, I'll just pop it off the build plate and bring it over. Okay, some supports on this stuff. Look at that. Just beautiful. Oh, so nice. I love it. Look at that. Oh, it's so fun. Very nice. Okay. This batch of prints came off real good. Just give me 1 second. I just got to go outside quickly. Okay. Okay. So, um, whoa, that looks crazy. So we've got. I mean, these parts print so nice. These parts printed nice. The supports just come right off, so we can just clear those out, clean them up a little bit. I need something pointy. I need something pointy. Yeah, it's a bummer. We I mean he's not a young boy. I've had him for many a years, and he's always kind of had some issues. So he's an expensive boy, but that's okay. He's worth it. But we're so close, and yesterday was ended up being a really good day. Uh, I am a little bit concerned about time because it's already like the 5th of August, I think. And I really want to get this video done before the 20th. But the things I have planned for this video from a cinematography perspective are quite ambitious for me. So we'll see. We'll see if I end up actually being able to do all that stuff. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the timeline. Like, I wanna deliver the best possible video, obviously. And personally, I'm willing to delay the timeline a bit, but like, frankly, I shouldn't be spending this long on these videos because I never know how they're gonna do. And unfortunately, that is a big factor in the whole business of content creation. It's all a risk. And the more time I spend on something, the higher that risk is. But the artist in me is like, go big or go home. So, kind of one of those things. Now, where is my file? It's fine. I'll deal with this in a minute. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. Yes, that's true. The viral lottery, correct. I do think a lot of it is luck, but I do think there's also, I've actually had, I think, a really good YouTube experience. I think the videos all do pretty well, all things considered. And if those videos that I've put out beforehand, if I could do them faster, I'd be fine. It's just the time. And I obviously want to be in a position where I can support a family doing this. And do bigger things consistently and keep improving the videos and keep making better content that hits a wider audience. And like, I'm definitely really proud of everything, the way things have gone so far, but I'm real ready to real ready to get have a video that crushes, and I do think this is the one. Um, I just think about like when I tell doing this, and then I have to go into some sort of explanation about what the video is actually about, and then eventually people understand what I'm doing, and it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. This is the first video ever where I just, my friend's texting me, and he's just like, what's the new video about? And I just say, oh, I'm building a 250-foot gondola to deport mice, and immediate. That's all I have to say. And it's an immediate interest level, immediate like, what are you talking about? But at the same time, I understand exactly what you're doing. So I feel really strongly about the packaging of this video. I think it's going to do well. Um, it always is a lottery, but at the same time, I think you can. I think there is like a little bit of a way to sort of understand or verify an idea before you go for it. So that's the thing. I made a song with only 3D printed instruments is probably my next closest concept that is like doesn't require too much explanation. The issue with that idea is the thumbnail really struggles. And the reality is on YouTube, people are looking at thumbnails first for a fraction of a second. And then if it intrigues them enough, then they read the title. And then that's sort of the packaging. And then they look back at the thumbnail again. So that's the kind of the packaging psychology. So with my 3D printed instruments videos, the 3 that I've done, I've tried different packaging strategies for that. And the reality is, one, I didn't make the instruments look interesting enough. So the thumbnails just could never really be that exciting. And it's niche in a sense that, everybody likes music, but that video is really for people that like making music. And that is a much smaller audience than people that just like music. Or it's also for people that like making things, but like, it's sort of, it splits the audience. It's kind of one of those things. This mouse one, I think I've said this before, moms are going to love this. My mom loves this. And my mom is like she's like the most out of my niche typically, but she's really excited about this video because she and it, she totally understands what it is. Mice are controversial. They're cute. I think we did such a good job of making the gondolas look impressive enough that the thumbnail, just a picture of it with mice in there, is going to be such a strong thumbnail. And then just a basic title. It's not going to need much, and the intrigue will be there. That's the thing. And funny enough, the reason I started doing the 3D printed song videos and like the 3D printed instrument series stuff is because I thought the I made a song with only 3D printed instruments thing was such a good hook. But I could never crack it in the all the videos that I've tried to do on that subject. I could never really crack it. And funny enough, I was going through that sort of brainstorming stage of like, okay, I got to think of a video that's going to be more general audience, and that's what I came up with. And that, I think it worked to an extent, but it was still, at the end of the day, still relatively niche, still relatively it's the other thing about it too is it's also like super subjective. And there's so much nuance in how people make music, and like there's so much technology and everything that goes behind it. So there's just a lot of people that like, there's a lot of cranky people too. But Uh, this one is just like it's a bizarre enough idea that I think people's opinions on it are going to be very, very all over the place, but in a good way. The thumbnail struggles. Terrible idea. Change the thumbnail for that to you trying to play an instrument while it's still in the printer, possibly still being printed. Splits the audience into makers and especially music makers. That sucks because everybody should like making music. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And there's probably yo. Thank you, honestly, Mars. Good to see you again. Appreciate the drop in. We're just talking about stuff. I'm just feeling a little low energy today, so I'm just trying to get my get my motivation up before we head outside and finish things up because we're so close. We're real close to having the thing done. What I like about this idea too is this is closer to what my original plan for this YouTube channel was gonna be. I always wanted to just like build crazy stuff to solve problems in ridiculous ways. Like that's sort of the goal. Um, and the music stuff just kind of crept in there. Same with the lighting stuff. I this is what I've sort of tend. It seems like my tendency was to find a format or find a subject, and then if I enjoyed it and if people enjoyed it enough, then I would follow that subject. Um, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to do whatever I felt was going to be a fun project. Take it easy, honestly, Mars. Really appreciate it. Have fun on your sesh. I don't know what kind of sesh it is, but um, if you do music, you can't help but do music, so it's gonna keep creeping in. Well, and that's I think that's gonna sort of be the ultimate form, and obviously everything's gonna change, but like the music thing is something that at this point is a core part of the channel, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so like I want to work on songs for every video. Um, I just think that's worth the time, and it's worth it for me to get the uh, to kind of get that out of my system. Because if I don't do that stuff, then it creeps up, and then that's all I want to do. So nice, nice. That sounds like a good day. Okay, so I want to get some prints going here. So we printed. Okay, we got black PLA, which is great. So I can literally just go prepare, select all, and I only need one more of these. I guess two more because I'm gonna build one for my phone as well. So we'll do two more of those. Where is that? Where is that piece? Oh, pivot arm. And then cable clamp pivot. Okay, so I didn't end up using this bottom part of the pivot, so we can just ignore this, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't end up needing that at all. So I don't need that. So this is it, I think. Just that, just that. And so we want 2 more of these. And I want 3 more of it. Or, yeah, 3 more of these. I think that's good. And I want to do on build plate only. Okay, I'm good with that. And then after this, we'll have to print the one more arm. Print. Send. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. It's also so smoky today. Like, you can really smell it. So it does suck to be outside today. So I am kind of thinking. Actually, let me just check like what the weather's looking like in the next little bit, because it might be worth just staying inside today. Yeah, we're at a health quality 7 or 8. High health risk. It's saying it's going to be like up to 30 degrees today. We are going to start getting pretty cool next week. Maybe, I mean, we know the gondola works. I have to change the frame of it. Maybe what we'll do today, because like I'm not feeling like the most energetic today. That might change, but right now, like I'm in a sweater right now. It is kind of cool, but it's gonna heat up really fast, I think. Um, so we can maybe just take it easy, finish the things in here. I was gonna maybe try rebending our initial acrylic tests in the oven now that we have the oven. See if that shrinks it. Because if we can shrink that back down, then that's good. And then we still have to do the H2C test to make sure the laser works there. Yeah, the temperature swings are pretty crazy. Although I do like that because I don't consider that a drawback because it almost always gets cool at night, which is a big deal for me. Because sleeping when it's too hot is like such a bummer. And being a Canadian, we don't really have a lot of like AC options. I mean, we have them, but just like most houses don't have them built in. And like my cottage doesn't have an AC. I would like to get one here one day, like a nice little split unit or something, but it's just like it does get pretty cool. Like for example, it was 8 degrees last night despite being 30 today. It's going to be 11 tonight despite being 31 tomorrow. And we might be getting some rain next week. So the weather's like today, tomorrow, and Friday are the hottest days coming up, and then it's going to start dropping off. Next Thursday we've got a 19-degree day apparently. Now this isn't accurate. This always does change. In fact, it usually ends up just staying hot. But I do think, considering the smoke and everything, I might benefit from staying inside as much as possible today. Um, just given like my emotional state as well. I don't need to really be breathing in a bunch of smoke and feeling like garbage at the same time physically. So that's how I'm feeling. This could change in like 20 minutes or something, but I feel like this is the plan. And maybe what we can do as well, because I've been pretty stressed out about the idea of actually starting to film stuff. Maybe we can start thinking about that as well. And I'll kind of break down the different shots that I'm going for, and maybe we can start planning those so that when it comes to shooting time, which I'm hoping is in like, I mean, I could start filming this stuff right away. In fact, a lot of the intro would benefit from me not having the full thing complete yet, because then I could, it'll be easier to sort of act like I don't know what's going on yet. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Realistically, I would love to do nothing right now. I would love to just watch a movie or something, but um, it's crunch time, and I don't want to. Sometimes the best thing to do when I'm feeling down is to just like power through it and get some other stuff done. It's better distraction, and I'll be happier for it moving forward, because I will really regret not getting more stuff done today when I have like the day to do it. So I can be like, there's times where that's like, that does take over and it's really bad. I've gotten a lot better over the last couple of years of getting past that feeling and just like kind of diving in. Um, but some days it's still really hard, and some days I do cave to it, which is fine. And like with this whole YouTube thing, it's like it's not like I have a set schedule, and even when I'm not working on it, I feel like it's like it still consumes me. So that's also when I'm like, have I had enough caffeine today? That's another thing that I'm wondering. I did have a coffee this morning. I usually only have one coffee a day, but then I will have, sometimes I'll have like a Coca-Cola or something, and I didn't do that today. So maybe that might help. Like I don't, I'm not necessarily like sad right now or anything, but I feel tired. Despite sleeping pretty hard last night, because I was actually tired because I barely slept the night before. But today I'm just like, meh. But it's okay. We're gonna we're gonna do stuff. Just that low energy feeling, yeah. And frankly, it's I think there's a lot of factors involved. It's just kind of all piling on me today, so it's okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. I think I have one. I might not though. That's the thing. I might not have one. Let me go check, cuz that could be a good pick me up. That honestly might help too. I wouldn't know. Um but I've heard wild things. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, no Coca-Cola, but I have a Fanta apparently. It's caffeine free, but it's cold, fizzy, and super high in sugar. So let's get that sugar rush on, baby. See if that does anything. We had we got pizza the other night, and it came with a few drinks, and I specifically chose caffeine-free ones because if people wanted them at night, you don't want caffeine at night. But that choice is biting me right now. But it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, delicious. Okay, so I think maybe what I want to do, I'm like basically done modeling right now. Um, we just got to assemble these. We just got to assemble these and oh my gosh, I have like a burn in my pants, and it has like this really sharp edge, I guess. It keeps stabbing me. I'm just ripping it off. Heat. So you end up with a lot of like little burns everywhere. At least I do. Yeah, Melton. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Or polyester or whatever. Polyester is polyester not a type of nylon? I don't know. I should know more about plastics. Um, I don't want to do too much damage. So I think, I mean, let's just try remelting this the blue gondola curved acrylic pieces in the oven. Let's do it. Let's see if we could shrink it. If so, that's awesome. If not, that's fine. I'll just cut it or something. But I'm hopeful that we'll at least be able to get it better because it really never was that well done. In fact, it might actually not be a shrinkage issue, but the fact that the curve just never really fit the curve of the actual gondola, and it's like undercurved technically, so it's technically straighter, and as a result, it's too long. So it might just be a factor of it not being fully curved enough that's affecting the length. So hopefully doing this oven thing will be able to fix that. So let's do that. Let's get our setup going. I think I'm going to switch the audio input though um, to be the MacBook because it picks up from a distance a lot better. Okay, so and then we can also salvage parts. I'm just gonna clean up some of this garbage on the ground. We can salvage some of the parts from our prototype gondola to start building the yellow one. It's a gosh darn disaster in here. It's so messy. It's a dosh darn disaster in here. Dosh garnet. I'm just rolling with the mess though, because I feel like if I clean up now, it won't be as satisfying as if I clean up after everything's done and I'm in like editing stage or film. I guess I'll clean up after. So I'm gonna try and pop out the acrylic. Oh yeah. I've given up on the idea of like keeping the acrylic perfectly clean. I'm just gonna have to clean it after. It's just so much easier to work when I'm not thinking about that. I justify not cleaning sometimes because I feel like every time I do clean, I lose stuff. And like, I've actually mentioned this in a video. I don't know if you ever watched my my desk build video, but that video is all about how much of a slob I am and how much chaos I deal with. And I have a quote in there from Adam Savage talking about how you can always tell what the mind of a person is like based on how their workspace is. And I really like that quote because I do feel like my mind works better in a clean space for the most part, but it's like, it's a different version of me. The version of me that's sitting in a room like this, that's just chaos. This is what my mind looks like when I'm in the middle of something. And if I clean up, it's like I'm resetting and I have to start all over again. And so having the room in chaos, which is exactly, you know, like being like undiagnosed, but like pretty much, I can pretty much guarantee pretty ADD. And I don't think anybody would really argue that. This chaos kind of feels right. Especially on a project like this where there's so many moving parts and so many different things that need to be done at different times and all of this sort of stuff. It is chaos. And it's on my main channel. It was one of my older videos. It's like my lowest performing video ever. But I like it. It's just sort of like a fun commentary type of video. And that's where I built this desk with the drawer in it. Aaron nods really. I'm glad. Yeah, this is kind of the thing. Like, I've watched so many desk setup videos, and that's what I wanted to do with that video. And it's why I'm like proud of that video, because I've watched so many desk setup videos, and it's always like the neatest people. And I'm just not like that at all. And I've tried really hard to be better at it, but it's just not something that, you know, it's not like, I know for a lot of people, like, keeping things clean is an absolute necessity because it gets hard to work in. But I actually do feel like I perform well in like a chaotic environment. I get mad a lot more. But I don't consider getting mad like a real downside when I'm building things. It's like, it's kind of motivating. So anyways, just some spiels. I'm sure I would appreciate if I could, like, you know, if I had a little robot that could clean up after me, that would be so nice. And I'd probably enjoy that. If everything was always where it's supposed to be, that would be really nice. But I think it's important to understand that, like, I really resonate with that Adam Savage quote because that's the one. That's the one. It really does visualize, like, the way my workspace is right now is like a perfect visualization of what my brain is doing right now. And I like that. I think that's a really fascinating thing. It might not be the best thing for my productivity, but it feels very human in a way. The fact that your workspace is such a direct indication of what your mind is doing, I think is so cool. Oven, parchment. So in this case, I think I'm going to put them this way so I can watch them melt and flatten out again. Put this aside. Oh, I need a power bar again. I left... Oh no, I brought that one back in, didn't I? I brought that power bar back in, didn't I? Yeah. Rosenberg, what's going on? You caught that spiel, eh? I'm feeling weird today. Okay, let's go for it. Let's turn this boy on. Let's just go cook time. 10 minutes. Go for it. Nice! 122 open tabs. That's pretty good. That's pretty ADD of you. Oh. What have I done? Hold on. This isn't centered at all. I feel like having this centered is probably a good call. Rosenberg, did you see this oven situation that we got going on? This works so good. I don't know if you saw me struggling with the heat gun last time, but does it actually? I don't think I've ever closed my tabs on my iPhone. Oh yeah, she's wobbling because there's a lot of airflow going on in there. Now, the question... Oh. So I'm going to end up bending this the other way around. Because it's going to go flat, and then I'm just going to transfer it directly onto the mold. So we'll see if that does anything. I don't use Safari ever on anything. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what the deal is. I kind of feel like the YouTube thing drops out less, but it's just laggier in terms of the chat. And maybe that's why. Because maybe YouTube prioritizes the archive, which is good because that's where I plan on getting all the footage for the video. And so if there's less dropouts on YouTube, that's better. Okay, not seeing a lot of action yet. We're at the 8-minute mark. Or, yeah, 8 minutes left, so it's only been 2 minutes. Usually we start seeing things at 3 minutes. I don't know if, like, there's a limit to how much you can heat acrylic and then mold it. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's starting to warp considerably. Not evenly, though. Starting to flatten out. Starting to flatten out. We are at the 7 minute, which is where I pulled it last time, but we got a lot more melting to do this time. Basically, I'm going to pull it as soon as it's flat. Okay. I think I'll pull it now. That is a floppy boy. I'm gonna sit it on before I press it. I don't want to add any weird shape to this with this yet. Just want to be careful. Okay, now we can. I'm not trying to get the Twitch tries to be real for sure. Twitch tries so hard, but I appreciate it. I'm not trying to get the acrylic to sit in my little notch that I made, because that just ruins things. So we're just aiming for the curve, that's it. I think we got it. That's a good looking curve, I think. It's not the best looking curve. I probably could have melted this longer, honestly. That actually doesn't look that good. What do I do? If I made this mold out of like wood, I would have been able to put that in here. Should have done that. I might go for another heat. I think I'm going to redo this. I'm going to go for another heat. This time I'm going to put it this way. I'm also going to push this to the edge so it's easier for me to index. This is good to kind of really test to see how well this stuff can be reheated over and over again. Because I do not know. I'm gonna let it get real soft this time, I think. And the nice thing about doing the curve upwards like this is it will definitely add heat to the middle of the curve quicker, and it also might let heat go underneath the curve better, underneath the arch. All right, it's collapsing. That's what we want to see. Pretty clean collapse there. Now I want to see it flatten out more than this. Especially this region right here. The only thing I really have to watch out for is bubbling, because eventually acrylic will bubble when it starts to like actually turn into a liquid. I didn't turn it off, that's just what it does. Alright, I'm going for it. That's floppy boy. Ow. I almost need more. I need a bigger mat. Now I'm putting pressure on the middle because that's the area that didn't really turn out well last time. It is burning me. It is hot. Just putting pressure on those points. Ow, it's really hot. Because it's quite hot. Pain is gain. Pain is gain. Is that a saying? Is that like a gym bro saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks so much better. That looks so much better. We are starting to see like some weird artifacts in the acrylic. So that heat might have been too much. No pain, no gain. Okay, so that one's good. I'm gonna go grab... Let me go grab another one of these quickly. I think that's genius. It's kind of like Buckley's. Okay, that looks good. Let's try it in the blue gondola. Okay. I don't really have a good place to put this while I'm testing this out, but ooh, that curve looks so much better. I am happy we redid this. It's not really going into the slot. Oh. Ooh! That definitely gets it close. Like, I kind of feel like we're actually good lengthwise. I might open up a side of this. Sorry for the bad angle. New video idea. I promised myself after this video comes out, obviously we have to see how well it does, but I promised myself I would spend an appropriate amount of time vetting out video ideas. But I am trying to think of ideas before this video comes out, just so I can kind of, like, I would like to get started right away. Okay, so this fits way better. It's still like the tiniest bit long. Still the tiniest bit long, so I'm wondering if it's worth flattening this guy out, letting it cool flat so I can stick it on the laser and just chop a couple millimeters off of it, and then rebending it. Kind of considering doing that.
Because I only need to shorten it on the one side. The other side's fine. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just flatten this guy out and let it dry flat. Let it dry. Let it cool in a flat orientation. I'm going to go this way, maybe. Automatic chicken feeder. Still the tiniest bit long. If you heat it again and it's already losing clarity. It's not really losing clarity so much. It's more, like, I think I'm seeing the fibers of this pressing into it and, like, the inconsistencies of the mold starting to show. It's fine. It's not a big deal. In fact, if it's a little bit less clear, it'll show up on camera better. I'm not worried about it, basically. I'm much more concerned about getting the shape right and making sure it fits properly. Automatic chicken feeder is quite good. I do love the idea of building things for the channel that are actually going to be really useful for me. But there's got to be something crazy about it. And like a lot of people do automatic chicken feeder videos. I'm not a homesteading channel, so I don't want to just make practical solutions for things. I want to identify crazy problems. One of the ideas that I've been kicking around for a really long time that's actually like the simplest idea ever and would be like a 1 week video, probably. It would only take me a week to do. So I'm kind of saving this for when I just need a video out. You know those gate latches with the little thingy? And it goes into the thing, and then the latch, and then you have the string that goes through your gate. Those suck. Those always never work. They never latch. I have a million of them around this property, and they never latch. And so I was thinking I could just come up with a really simple 3D printed part that I can just clip onto an already installed gate latch. That's basically just a spring that pushes it closed. Because I don't want to fix it by having to take out the latch and like redo it. I literally want to print a bunch of things that I can just clip onto the existing latch wherever it is. Doesn't matter how it's been installed. Doesn't matter what string is being used. It'll always work. So that's kind of a fun little idea. That's really simple. And like, I think if I had a picture for a thumbnail as that latch and just be like, I finally fixed it, I think a lot of people would relate to that. But that's like a super meh video. It would be low effort, really easy to do. And I want some ideas like that as well. But I need a new big idea like this. And by big idea, like, it doesn't have to be hard to do. Frankly, this one's taking way longer than I wanted it to, so the scale of it doesn't have to be so big. It just needs to be a big idea. That's probably flat enough. In the meantime, maybe we can start actually trying to get this H2C laser to cut some clear acrylic. So we'll pop that off. Move that out of the way. This out of the way. That's a dangerous spot for this, actually. Put it on my DX7 that just sits here and is rarely used, but I want to plug that back in, start playing around with that. Aaron, are you familiar with the Yamaha DX7? It's my favorite. It's an FM synth. It's my favorite keyboard that's ever been made. Yeah, it's this guy right here. It's the synth that was used in Take on Me. Down 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 down. Um, it's like straight up 80s, but the key bed itself feels so good. The thing weighs like 50 pounds. It's crazy for how big it is. It's like solid steel, but such a nice instrument. The issue with it, it's an FM synth, so it goes out of tune, and so you have to tune it. And I don't know how. It's so confusing to use, but it sounds so good. It's a great little ideation machine. Okay, let's pop into this.
Oh, I gotta calibrate this again. No, I don't have to calibrate this again. So welcome to use Bamboo Lab H2C. That seems wrong to me. We have prepared some sample projects to help you get familiar with the software and processing workflow. The printer package includes the materials needed for the sample projects. Please, should we do a sample project? Let's do a sample project. Let's do the cork coaster. Done. It's because I just I had to update the firmware yesterday. It wasn't up to date and it wasn't working. So now that I calibrated it twice prior, but now that I've updated the firmware, it wants me to calibrate again. I will. I will. I don't know how yet, but I will. Today's another day to find you. I need a way. Birthday on me. Baby, me on. Um. Okay, it's calibrating. You can see tool initializing. Um. What am I doing here? What am I doing here, folks? We could start assembling the yellow gondola too. I haven't even. Such a good song. You know that song? Like it's not an English speaking group, and so when you read the lyrics, they make no sense. It's literally just like a bunch of idioms but it sounds so good, and you kind of like get you get the idea of the song without. It's like listening to a song in a different language. You still understand what the vibe of the song is without really having any meaning to the lyrics at all. It's a great example of how songwriting isn't always about. It's almost never about the meaning per se. It's more about how the words sound. Um, At least for a lot of people. Like obviously there's certain songs where the meaning is the whole point of the song, but in most cases the lyrics just serve as a vehicle for rhythm and melody. I think they're Swedish, which makes sense. And that's also Max Martin, arguably the most successful songwriter of all time, is a Swedish guy whose English is less good than his Swedish. And yet he's credited for having, I think, the most pop hits of any other writer on earth ever. But I don't remember as a fact if they're Swedish. Just seems right. Needless to say, I'm odds and ends, and that's me stumbling away, hoping to find me, shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me, take me on. Such a good melody. Uh yeah, I'm pretty sure Max Martin was part of Toxic. Okay, this is initializing. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Wait, oh. Brittany. Toxic is such a good song too. So so silly. It's a low end stream today for me, folks, but that's okay. Not every day is going to be high end. Maybe assemble the yellow submarine gondola while you wait. Yeah. Yeah, I can at least start, hey?
Let's do it. Oh no, the yellow one's got a black top. But I guess that's okay. For some reason I thought I printed this out of white, but it's black. That's okay. It has a different trap, so I'm saying it's okay. I don't know if it is. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. It might be cool. It might be cool. It might be chill. It's my black site? What does that mean? What does that mean? Ooh. I used so many short screws on this one that I've been needing. So I can start saving these short screws and using long ones. Because it has I don't know what a black site is. Oh. What do you know? I won't pry. I won't pry. Your secret's safe with me. Okay, so this one's got the new or the off-the-shelf trap. Probably got to use nuts and bolts on this because it's not really staying. I didn't know that. Classic Canadian. Classic Canadian of me. These screws, the holes on these screws I made, well, they're probably the right size, but I'll just put some nuts on there. I'll put some nuts on there, make it tight. Well, they're not doing a very good job, apparently. Oh, that is... Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. I'll have to put nuts on the bottom of these because they're a little loose. So it's not really holding the trap in that good, but it's fine. This now pops on here. It's nice and tight. Ooh! So that's the roof of our yellow boy. That looks good. That looks industrial. Okay, the laser's done. Maybe I'll stop doing this and focus on the laser again, because it's nice to have something to do while I'm waiting for stuff like that. And frankly, when it's all flattened out, it's easier to just put on my desk for a while. Wasn't it a satisfying snap? Yeah, that'll look fine. It's like a bumblebee. Yellow and black. Okay. So,
We're going to go, okay, next. Click the circle of blue to select all the blue. Oh, there's the process type. Set the selected patterns. So laser line, laser fill, laser cut, basic cut. Okay, so it's, yeah, we're going to go. I mean, obviously it's telling us exactly what to do. So to edit it, if you have finished, please click done next. Please select all objects and attach them. Oh, I see. It wants me to. Oh, wait. Can I go back? I wanna edit this. Let's make this say something else, right? Why isn't it letting me change the text here? Oops. Okay, undo. Okay, it's what? There we go. Oh my god, you're so right. Wasn't it a satisfying snap? Okay, let's go. Wait, how do I get the guide back? It just told me how to get the guide back. I'm so confused. Of course with Muppets. Of course with Muppets. How do I get the guide back? It told me to click here, connect my printer. I mean, my printer's already connected, so I don't know what that's all about. How do I get the guide back? It said I could do it any time. Guide. Oh my god, why is this so confusing? Ba ba bum 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 bum. This is toxic. I can't find it. Where is my guide? I need it back. Don't know where is my guide. I need it back. Ba 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 bum ba ba bum bum. Where is my guide? I need it back. Ba ba beep ba boo. I got things here to do, but I know I need guide back. Bim bloop bing pew bing. Oh my god, why is this taking so long? I feel like the sugar is kind of getting to me in a good way, but do you see guide anywhere on here? I thought help would have it. No. And now Gemini's taking its sweet time on something that's really not. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated. Refresh. How how do I get the first project guide back on Bamboo Suite? Tell me. That's what I was missing last time. I couldn't figure out the process type. Why can't you answer this? This is crazy. This is crazy. Gemini's like losing it. I'm just going to Google search this. Navigate to the top application, click help, and select beginner's tutorial. I did that, and it did something else. Okay, I guess I go through this. Design the project. You can connect or switch printers. Okay, now I can go previous, 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 previous. um, click the Me tab on the. Whatever. Select the process. Select the objects you want to process together, then click Attach. This function ensures that the bound objects maintain their relative positions. Okay. I think that's what I needed to do. Yeah, see, it didn't do that. It didn't do that. So first I'm going to click this. Okay, that's on laser cut, so we're good. Attach, prepare, keep design layout. May as well save the cork. Select. This is so frustrating. I want that guide. I don't know what to do now. Okay, what if I just exit this? I've lost it now. Losing it. A step-by-step guide. The rookie project workflow that guides you through importing, slicing, and you must clear your local configuration cache. Oh my god. Close Bamboo Suite completely. Okay. Okay. Let's just do it. I don't care. Discard. Press the Windows key. I don't have a Windows. It said I would be able to get this guide right back up, didn't it? Open Finder. Click on Go. Go to folder. Press Shift Command G. Look for folder named Bamboo Studio or Bamboo Suite. I see Bamboo Studio. I feel like it should be Bamboo Suite, but I guess. Oh no, there's Bamboo Suite. Right click on that folder and select Move to Trash. Now I relaunch the software. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. It's like. Okay, North America. Oh my god, I'm probably going to have to calibrate this again. Skip. Verification code. I got the verification code. Okay, here we go. Cork coaster. An example for laser. Start. Done. Done. Oh my god. Are you sure you want to exit? You can open it anytime in the software. Okay, so yes, exit project guide because I don't have the right printer hooked up right now, which is really frustrating. I want to connect the H. I can reopen it. Oh! I can reopen it here. This little thing. Are you seeing that? Are you kidding me? Oof. Start. Okay. Click on the blue. Make this laser fill. Done. Attach objects. Click attach. Prepare. Software will automatically split all patterns into one or multiple build plates based on constraints. Users need to make each plate sequentially to complete the next. Okay. Please open the chamber door and place 2mm cork sheet on the laser platform with the slats pack. Okay, I'm going to go do that really quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, done. Next. Select a material. 2mm cork. Material is flammable. Do not leave it unattended. I will attend it from here. Confirm. Click to capture an image. I know. Holy. Okay, done. Next. Click to measure. Okay, I'm hearing it do some stuff. You can select and move the objects by the shape of your material. Auto arrange can also be based on the shape. Okay, let's done. Next. Make. Skip all of this nonsense. Oh. Got it. Start to make. Safety reminder. Send. I gotta turn my fan on. I'm just gonna film this quick for the video. I'll be right back. Press and hold the button for 1 second to start making. Kind of cool. done. I think I should be able to see it. Yeah, we should be able to see it happening here. Nice. Look at that. That's cool. Ooh, you can really see that blue. You can't see that blue laser IRL. That's in. That's just through the camera, I guess. So it's quite neat. I like that I can watch it from here. I'm supposed to stay by the machine, but it's a specific. I think it's like 400 and something nanometer length. So I don't know where UV, because UV's a range, right? It can handle it. You know, this is how I'm teaching this laser. This is how I'm teaching this laser. Now I'll go over there to catch some footage. I caught a little bit as it was starting the engrave, but I just want to I don't know, this part's kind of boring, so I'll go over. It says it's like a blue laser, so it can't cut blue acrylic, which is really interesting. A little shorter than so it's just above, so it's just above UV, which that's interesting. Is that interesting? I feel like that's interesting. Uh Okay, once it kind of gets to the bottom of the engrave, I will. Royal blue? That looks quite royal, I would say. That's looking pretty good. This microphone's got enough strength to hold my head up almost entirely, which is quite useful. Two minutes. Oh, I appreciate it. I wonder if there's anything that a diode. I hope we can actually cut this acrylic with this thing, because I don't know actually. All right, I'm gonna get over there. BRB. Oh, I love that. It's a good view there, so you don't have to look through the green glass. Ah. Oh yeah, smells like burning, which I kind of dig. It cut this so fast. It was just like, zoop. So that's good. I mean, cork's like the easiest thing ever to cut, but let's try some acrylic, shall we? Let's try some acrylic, shall we? Let's try some acrylic, shall we? Return. Let's delete all that. It's really frustrating that there's no zoom, like pinch to zoom. Okay, now I know that that's. Look at that project guide. Oh my god. Okay. So we're just gonna do this little guy again. I liked this guy. So, and we're gonna do a cut, a laser cut. We're gonna prepare this. Auto arrange. I'm just gonna pull it away from the edge a little bit, so we can verify. And it's important to see how it handles the edge. I know. Okay. Um, we're gonna select the material. And I'm gonna go with, I think I did last time I did the 3 mil opaque glossy acrylic yellow, because that's I don't know, it feels like the closest I got. Five. That's something's wrong here. Why is it saying it's -5 millimeters? Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's clear. It doesn't understand that. Can I just type 3? Okay. I did. Let's just do it. I don't know. I'm going to stand there and I can hit the emergency stop. Um, it's weird because it's not. Select an object to view parameters. Okay, here we go. Ooh, speed 2? That is so slow. Is that seriously? Like, if I selected a different material, let's just say plywood. 16? Okay, so maybe that is right. Let's just go with this. It's going to give us 2. And I'm just going to go over there. This one I'm going to stream. I'm going to stream this one because actually I should film this. I should make sure. Unfortunately, I'm going to yeah, I'm going to film it. Cuz you'll be able to see it on the screen here. But I definitely need to film it. I've been doing a piece of medieval music on my other monitor, but I'm getting past the mid. So yeah, I'm going to be standing by the button. So let's go with make. Let's go with continue. And let's send this boy. Let's see what happens.
don't think this is going to work, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to be standing by, ready to cancel if I see any glaring issues. Okay, I got to run back here so I can turn the camera on for you. And then I'm going to run back there. It's dumb that I have to hit start on this, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that is looking pretty rough. That is looking pretty rough. Let's stop this. Right? Let's actually, no, let's let it go. This is really fascinating. Some weird stuff is happening for sure. Nothing's lit on fire yet, so there's no point in stopping this. What are you doing? 2 passes? Okay. Ooh, what is going on there? I have a fire blanket if I really need it. Okay. That did not work, I don't think. We're going to wait 30 seconds, of course. You could see it had like all these weird bubbles. I think that's actually just the coating. Honestly, maybe this did work. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it. Way less smoke than the cork, though, if we're being honest. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That looks very rough. Which was to be expected. It's not supposed to be able to cut this material. Wow. Okay. Can we pop this out? Didn't know what to do. It didn't burn. It did burn and bubble the wrapping on this. Here's easier to see. So you can see the bubbling of the wrapper. It really made zero perceivable impact on the acrylic itself. I don't see how this is going to work. Yeah, black paper. I had that other test piece of acrylic. Where'd it go now? Where'd it go to? Wait, here it is. So this one has the paper backing, which is much more opaque. Let's see what that does. So we're going to try this other piece of acrylic. It's also clear, but it has this paper backing on it, which is obviously more opaque than the film that was on the other one. So let's try this one next. Okay, so let's hit OK. Let's return and let's capture a new image. Okay. And then we're going to make continue, send. I'm going to be so mad if this works because I've used up all of this acrylic already. Okay, things are calibrating. Next, hit the button for 1 second. It's starting. Transition. Something happened. Okay. Why does it keep shutting off? It's kind of weird. Fire there. We were seeing fire there. Let's let the smoke clear. That one made. I'm just letting it. Well, that's not ideal. This side looks good. That is very bad. The burn. This is the bottom side, though. Top side, honestly, looks pretty good. Hang on. It was just for a brief second. So the top side looks kind of okay. I don't think we made any progress on this. I don't think it did anything. So how are people cutting clear acrylic on a diode laser? That's what I want to know. Let's look this up. Okay.
So set up your laser in a well-ventilated area, use an air filter or fume extractor if you have one, and always wear your laser safety goggles around lasers.
Don't have one of
Just
those.
like always, here is the TLDR version. You make the design you need, use 0.1mm line spacing. If you're engraving on clear acrylic, give it a coat of black paint or coal good contrast on.
Sounds good. I'll probably take a break
so you'll have
in about half an hour, and then maybe we'll come back later.
To engrave acrylic on a diode laser, the type of acrylic, cleaning the acrylic, the transfer medium, proper speed and power, and the design. There are two types of acrylic, extruded and cast. I would recommend you use cast acrylic for laser engraving,
Mm-hmm.
as this would give you an engraving with better contrast. As for color, I have
Yeah, black
engraved
paint.
on red, yellow, blue, black and white acrylics. When you engrave on red or yellow acrylics, you get a faded white engraving which has good contrast. Blue acrylic reflects almost all of the blue laser beams from a diode laser. Then we have white acrylic, and I know exactly what to do with it. Monochrome designs. So this is what I did. I coated white acrylic with black paint, and the result was pretty much what I expected. The laser was able to burn off the black paint and reveal the white acrylic underneath, and I was able to get a good monochrome photo. This is not technically laser engraving,
Right.
I'd call it laser painting. I see no point in doing it. And now comes my favorite of the bunch, clear acrylic. Lasering clear acrylic gives you a cool frosty look which is very identical to glass engravings. You can set up some LEDs to make cool edge.
Can you cut it?
You would probably have to as well, which creates a call to make cloth or pick it up by the sides. Piece to get an even coat. Thank you Thomas for that tip. If you're using acrylic paint, a regular brush could do the trick. Make sure you have coated the surface with an even coat and make sure the acrylic is opaque. I have also used cold galvanizing compound for clear acrylic. These are the results I got on clear.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Why don't you hit behind acrylic? Almost all kind of engraving is done using the threshold mode.
Okay, I should.
For line spacing, do not go under point.
It's a pretty good video. It just has a bunch of stuff that I don't need at all.
To run your test. After zeroing in on the power and speed, everything else is just routine. You set the focus.
Alright, I gave it a chance. They've cut and rastered clear acrylic, no problem. Others say it's not possible because of the wavelength issues. I know, I wish Vanta Black was standard. Cutting clear acrylic with diode laser. Man, it's so frustrating. Like
experiment. This is going to be acrylic, 1/8 of an inch clear acrylic. So now I know diode lasers are not supposed to be able to cut clear acrylic, but I'm going to see what happens. This acrylic came with this cover sheet already on it, this blue sheet. I'm going to go ahead, and it's on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and leave that on and see what happens.
Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? That looks kind of like my test. Oh, focus. Love this focus.
Above and below the burning, and looks like it's flames under the acrylic. This was 5 passes. I don't think it's going to obliterate at the very first pass. So
This might not be possible.
it's just not going to cut.
And maybe it's a problem for the sponsorship. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's not a diode. That's a CO2 for sure. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice.
Hello and welcome back to my workshop. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how easy it is to cut clear acrylic. Something a little more fun today. And we have brought in our Maker logo into the XCS software. It's the same logo that's on our shirts, but I made it grayscale. The S1 edges, you can see here, right?
This has got to be a CO2 laser. Oh, yeah.
And just...
That's a CO2 laser. Gosh. Is there any way to cut clear acrylic with a diode laser? However, you can use workarounds like applying a dark opaque surface coating such as black paint to absorb the laser energy and melt through the material.
Settings right away, and I did that purposely. I wanted to share with you that even for me, it takes time, it takes perseverance, and most of all, patience to get good settings to use with my machine and the materials that I'm using. My third must-know tip is for clear acrylic that we just saw. A laser diode machine absolutely will not cut clear acrylic. It's just the wrong type of laser for this type of a task. And it doesn't matter if I have a 10-watt laser or a 70-watt laser. It's just the wrong type of laser for the job. And I know some of you have asked in comments from other videos, what about leaving the paper on? What about putting temper paint on? Will that cut the clear acrylic? It will not, because once again, once I cut through that masking agent or that transfer agent, once the laser hits the clear acrylic, it shoots right through because the laser sees clear acrylic just like we do, perfectly clear. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be wondering, Greg, how did you cut this big hole out and these little project pieces, let alone this thick piece of acrylic we saw at the very beginning of the video that has a hole cut clean through, knowing that a laser diode machine can't cut clear acrylic? I'm going to cover how I cut this out at the very end of the video. I think this brings channel. I am so fortunate to actually.
Okay, so we're not going to be able to cut it with this, which is fine because honestly, I didn't want to have to like paint every piece and do all that stuff. But this was with tape on it. Where did my piece go? This is with tape on it. It burned the tape and did nothing to the acrylic. I mean, it actually did melt the acrylic a little bit, but I think that was literally just due to the fire of the paper lighting on fire. Because actually, if I peel the paper back here on the front, it's done nothing to the acrylic. So is it a laser thing? As soon as it gets, it's really not. I mean, I have the CO2 laser. In fact, I'll just start cutting out that stuff. But what can I do? Gondola or something? Just because I feel like it is important. Like, that's probably a good thing to show. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't sell the machine, that's for sure. Laser the gondola supports. Which gondola supports? I have black acrylic. Maybe we could cut something out of black acrylic. Look. I'll cut something out of black acrylic. So maybe I could do one of the gondolas with black windows. I could do one of the gondolas with black windows, which is so funny. Um, privacy VIP car, right? Like that could be kind of silly. Hmm. The blacks. Oh my god, yeah, and that's the one that has the black roof too. Hmm. What do we do? It's good. I have black acrylic, and we can definitely. Is that kind of fun? Could we do? Should we do that? Maybe I'll make four. Maybe I'll make four gondolas. I'll do the three. I'll do the three regular ones. So I'll print a new roof for this one because that's the only thing I need to print, and then I'll do a blackout one that is the old prototype. Shows I can cut something with this thing. Kind of dumb, but it'll be fine. It could be cool. It could be cool. It has no view for the mice. And actually that's a problem for me because then I can't see if there's mice even in there. Should I do three sides black and then the front window is clear? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, have you heard about tickling rats and how they laugh? No. Yeah, I'll do a murdered out one. I'll do a murdered out gondola for fun. Tickling rats and how they laugh? No, I have not. Is that real? So maybe I'll do a murdered out one that is a all black gondola. Even the walls are black. Like the frame of it's black. And then I'll just do the front curved panel. Oh no, I don't have enough clear to do that. Dang it. Okay, let's check this. Let's check this out.
In a rat's brain during a tickle attack. For Scientific American, this is Catherine Caruso. Scientists knew rats loved to be tickled, especially on their backs and bellies. A tickled rat lets out tiny giggles, too high for us to hear. Special
Oh my god, so
microphones
cute.
captured the squeaks so they could be replayed in a lower register. Belly and back tickles
What up,
elicited
Carson?
giggles galore. Tail tickles? Not so much. The rats will chase a researcher's hand for more.
That's a
And
good
even
idea.
frolic about in a newly described behavior called joy jumps. But only if the rats are in the mood to be tickled. A bright light and a platform make a rat anxious, and it won't giggle when tickled.
This is real.
Neurons.
The only problem is how do I see the mice in there if it's all blacked out? How do I see them in there if it's all blacked out? Down. But it'll be dark in there. An infrared camera would be so good. I don't have one though. Great little segue. Because I can be like, unfortunately, the bamboo laser only cuts black acrylic, not clear acrylic. But that's okay. That just gets down to whatever equipment you might have. You could always shake the gondola. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? The big I was gonna do
Well, I'll think about this because I do think the answer right now is going to be printing or cutting some windows. I agree, Boat. Cutting some windows. I don't think I have one of those either. I'm not going to be able to capture images of the mice in there. I'm not going to be able to really verify like which mice enjoyed it better. Did the ones that didn't want to see enjoy it better, or did the ones that couldn't see enjoy it better, or did the ones that did see enjoy it better? There's no way I could verify that. Can I cut tinted acrylic? Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go take a break as well because yeah, it's 2:00 now. I gotta go pick up my cat again. I'm gonna drop off the stream, so no need to leave it open, but I will definitely well, I don't know about definitely, but I'm aiming to be back later. I'm going to go and think about this. I'm going to talk with my wife too, because she always has good ideas like about this sort of stuff too for like the story. We'll figure this out. I'm going to try to come back and get the acrylic done today. We're obviously going to cut the rest of the clear acrylic on the CO2 laser. And then we just got to figure out what to do with this black acrylic, because we could just not do black windows and just do something else out of, but we'll figure that out. I really like the idea of having an all black gondola just for like weirdness sake. I just got to figure out why and then how I'll be able to see them in there. But yeah, let's call it here. We'll take you know, if I'm back today, I'll be back probably around like 5-ish or something like that. And it's 2:15 11:15 now, so it's going to be a few hours before I come back if I do. I'm not streaming tomorrow, by the way. I will have to be out of town tomorrow, but obviously Friday, I'm hoping to be back full steam ahead and throughout the weekend. I was really hoping to film this week, so maybe we can start filming on the weekend, but we'll figure it out. As always, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Sorry, Boat and Carson, I think you guys got here kind of late, and I think Ruby was here for a second as well, but yeah, he was. Yeah, well, I'll try and get back on later today, and we can do some more work. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all take it easy, and we'll talk soon.